Welcome back to the Red Eyes story of Lost Girl's Diary. This is Cackling Cat. I hope you guys have enjoyed this so far. It has actually been fairly interesting. Now, let us return to Vera's story of horror. There was a trio in a camp. They never split up. Their leader's name was Max, but everyone called him the Beast. Because he was a beastie boy. No. There was a reason for that. If you accidentally bumped him in the shoulder during a walk, he would tear you apart like a pitbull. Look at him the wrong way, and you are as good as dead. Even his friends used to get it. Fortunately, they were strong enough to settle him down. Dang. They were tough guys too, used to keep the entire camp at bay, but no one would report them because the Beast would take care of it. No one would say a word against them, and the trio was having fun. In short, the guys were on the road to success, but they failed. Okay. Because of whom? Because of a girl, of course. There was a lass in the camp. Oh, we're Scottish now. Whose name was, Vera. Whose name was Lena. Once upon a time, Max had seen this Lena girl doing exercises. He's a real creep, but he likes to watch girls exercise. What do you think? She was a gymnast, not some bookworm. Okay. What do you think? She was a gymnast, not some bookworm. And so the Beast was lost. He couldn't get her out of his head. Even food wasn't an option. He asked her on a date that evening. And she said, and she was like, I would love to, but there is a problem. What problem? Your friends never leave me alone. Make them. The Beast accepted the deal and left. He didn't even notice her eyes blazing with crimson fire, following him. All the night he was rolling in bed sleepless, and the next morning he had the talk with his friends. Are you okay? They asked. We've never met this Lena before. Max chilled out and went back to Lena in the evening. You were wrong, he said. My friends have nothing to do with you. Lena was. Don't you trust me? They came this morning, threatening to beat me down if I met with you again. It's up to you who to be with. The Beast left with pain in his heart, unnoticing the red flare burning in Lena's eyes. The next morning, he set off to his friends. Dang it, Beast, they said. We were with you all day. You have seen us threaten someone? Have you seen us threatening someone? Who do you trust more, us or a stranger? But the Beast was blinded by love. Maybe lust too, but you know, we'll call it love. And so, excuse me. And so he promised that he would kill everyone who touched her. In the evening, he came back to the place and saw Lena. Look, Max, look what your friends did to me. She untied her shirt. As he saw red bruises on Lena's pale skin, frenzy filled his mind. I will take care of them, he shouted. Wait! Lena caught his hand. You have already broken your promise. This time I need proof. Bring me their hearts. and she put a blade into his hand. The beast was about to throw it away, but she leaned on him and kissed him. I'm waiting until midnight. Now go. Is he naked? Okay, I don't know. Anyway. And Max was off, with Lena's eyes following him, shining brighter than the Kremlin star in the twilight. The beast waited until everyone was asleep. He snuck into the cabin and stabbed his friends in the chest. He came to the second one and stabbed him as well. That's how his friends died. Max cut their hearts out of their chest, wrapped them with a shirt, and went back to Lena. Did you bring it? Lena impatiently asked Max as she saw him closing in. He handed the hearts over to Lena, and she took them. She turned away for a second, and then she turned back. The hearts were gone. Only a blood drip on Lena's lip remained. Max was going to hug Lena, but she pushed him back. What's wrong? The bastard. The beast exclaimed. I have done as you've asked. Do you really think, the girl arrogantly said, I'm going to go out with a murderer of his own friends? But you've been beaten. I faked it. I was testing how good a friend you are. Now beat it. These words turned the beast back to reality. He knocked Lena down and stabbed her with the blade. Again and again, but the blade didn't work against her. Only then did the beast see the shining crimson eyes of his girlfriend. That scared the crap out of him. He backed away, but Lena took him and said, Where do you think you're going? Come with me. Hug me harder. She said while disappearing into the ground. Max tried to set himself free, but he couldn't. And Lena was already halfway underground. She was about to take him along with her. Max gathered his strength, took the blade, and cut his hand off to break free from Lena, who disappeared underground with his hand. Max stopped the bleeding with a handkerchief and headed to turn himself in. Did he do time? Nah. He was gone from his cell the next day. Only a letter written with blood he left. It said, The Red Eyes. The Red Eyes. Stripper pose for Stas. Cool story, Vera. Tell us something, Styopa. Oh, sorry, wrong voice. Okay, one more. Tell us something, Styopa. Me? I can't. I'm kinda stupid. What can I say? Kinda dumb. Why did you even come? To make a company? Yeah. It's okay. You are not supposed to be a storyteller after all. You must be really strong instead, aren't you? I am. Yes. That doesn't sound like a good voice for him. I am. Yes. Fine. I'll tell one then. The one? I think so. Well, that's gonna be all for tonight. Don't forget to share and subscribe. And as always, don't forget to tickle that like button. 'cause ya know it wants it. No matter what it says.